Hello everyone, my name is Rahul and in this video we are going to perform a simple linear regression. So let's get started. As you can see, I have imported pandas, numpy, seaborn and matplotlib. And what pandas really helps us to do is it helps us to work with tabular data and manipulate that tabular data. Numpy will help us to work with arrays. Seaborn is used for visualization and matplotlib will allow us to plot the dataset. Alright. So next thing that you can see is that I've imported train test split. I've imported the linear regression model and we have to evaluate our model in the end. So mean squared error, R2 score and mean absolute error are nothing but evaluation metrics that will help us to evaluate our model in the end. As you can see, I have used a studentscore.csv dataset. You will find this dataset in the description. Make sure you check it out. And this is how the data looks like. We have two columns over here. One is the hours, the other is the scores column. What this dataset really says is that if a person studies for 2.5 hours, he's going to score 21 marks and so on. All right. And this is how the dataset looks like. All right. And I've used data.info over here. As you can see in the hours column, we have no null values over here and values are of float type. All right. And the scores column has no null values again and values here are of integer types. All right. And this is a data.describe. And what we have done here is that we have visualized our data set and this is how the visualization looks like. In order to make it more good looking, what I've done here is that I've taken a number of hours on the x-axis and the number of scores, a person scores on the y-axis. So now we have a better and a clear view and this is how the dataset looks like once it's plotted. Alright, now what we have done here is that we have train test split our dataset. So as you can see, 80% of the data has gone to train and test size is a 20%. Alright, so 80% train and 20% is the test size. Alright, and as you can see, I've used a linear regression model over here and we have used ypredict on the, we have used ypredict and the ypredict and ytest. What I've done here is that I've transposed the ypredict and ytest and as you can see the 0 values are the predicted values and the 1 are the actual values. Alright, so my model has predicted 16.88 whereas the actual value is 20. Alright, and so on. So this is how the model has predicted, but we must make sure that we use evaluation metrics to find out how well the model has performed. So here, as you can see, I've used evaluation metrics and R2 score is 94. That means it's a pretty good model. And we all know that R2 score must be closer to 100 or 1. And as you can see, the model has performed pretty well. And this is the best line of fit on the training set. All right. This is how the best line of fit is on the training set. And the same thing has been done on the testing set. Again, this is the best line of fit as predicted by the model. Now let's say there's a scenario where a person studies for 9.25 hours. How much is he gonna score? So I have used model.predict on 9.25 hours and as you can see we have a predicted value that is 93.69. So what this really says is that if a person studies for 9.25 hours, his score is going to be 93.69. All right. And that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you do share this video with your other machine learning friends and see you in the next video.